Hello, you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having an Avowed adventure. We have finished Persona 3, which I'm pretty sure I said last time, but I'm always constantly distracted with other games as well. Luckily for you, though, I streamed 2 Point Hospital for 3 hours yesterday, only to find that I was tap muted, which means I'm a little bit grumpy, but only with that game. Even though that game didn't do that, I did that. But yeah, that's a good reason to play this anyway. I enjoy this game, but you know, sometimes you get a new flavour of the moment. 3 hours is brutal though. I have to put sometimes I have a thing, so when I put it on YouTube, it just says "lol" muted. You see that red thing? It's there to prevent me from doing that, but you can see the way I tilt my chair. Sometimes I don't see it. I take it for granted. And if it's late and there's nobody watching the stream at the time, it can go unnoticed. We're still bumbling about, but my hair's decided it's gonna like flay in a way that looks not awful, so it's gonna be in front of my face. I am subject to the whims of my stupid hair. We did a quest, didn't we? We just going to where it needs to be handed in. Huh. Not there. It's the outside board, right? I'll get used to it. It's a Saturday, which is why I bring all this up. Ooh.
Envoy, are you looking for work by chance? A pleasure, Envoy. I'm Aldrich, the bounty master of Paradise.
I would like a bounty, please. Delicious bounty.
Check the board for work. The dangerous kind. Some more than others. Speak to me when you've got something to turn in.
How did you become the bounty master of Paradise?
Hey, someone had to take the job. Ensuring that these threats to the good people of Paradise are eliminated is my way of helping. I guess I consider it my first steps down a long road to atonement.
I'm sorry, did you say atonement? What exactly happened?
Apologies, friend. But that's none of your concern.
Why did you bring it up then?
For a reason. And now I'm here. And that's all you need to know.
Goodbye.
Be safe out there. You hear?
Nisib. It's a spider. Ivory Nisib. She's the cause of the spider infestation beneath Paradise, killing over cold amount numbers.
You're a brave soul, Uncle. Spiders are bad enough as is, let alone big mean bastards like Nasib.
It's Octave the Firebrand. I like this. Reward will be given for killing Octave the Firebrand. Oh, he's a wanted arsonist in the bandit gang. Ah, goddamn. Sorry, I sneezed. I cut his line out. We've met the Firebrand, haven't we? Zeralga, Noga, took over leadership of the Zorp tribe, wanted for the recent killings, and to be mercenaries force.
Going to take on the ogre then? Reckon he's the most dangerous bounty we've got. Be careful.
It's tempestuous Luandi. She's a smuggler ringleader wanted for numerous crimes against the citizens. She's known to be in the ship graveyard of Andros Beach, east of Shantytown.
Tempestuous Luandi caught your eye, huh? Watch yourself. Her aim is as sharp as her wit.
You're gonna cut yourself, throwing out without looking. No, the yellow bands. Killing the yellow bands are responsible for a number of raids on northern farms, ambushing travellers to and from the Emerald Stair. Haven't we met them? They're known to make camp amidst Bargrind ruins of Easter Paradise.
Ain't many ways into that camp from what I've heard. You might want to consider trying to find one. A frontal assault would be mighty reckless. Welcome back, Envoy. Be safe out there. You hear?
You there. You look like you know your way around. Hello. I heard what happened. I see why you'd want to protect yourself.
There's a merchant at the docks who sells weapons and armors just like yours.
Probably because I made them. Or most of them, anyway.
Sounds like some of your customers may have come to a bad end.
If it didn't keep them alive, they weren't skilled enough to use it. Ever heard the saying, a bad hunter blames Gallowayne for their bow?
No. Do you have any specialty pieces?
You mean enchanted? No. A shield does its job just fine. It doesn't need to be tinkered with. Talk to my sister if you're interested in that kind of thing. She's over there. At least I don't think she's blown herself up yet.
I've met her. She's very enthusiastic. Why?
I don't know where she gets it. I'd swear she was adopted if we didn't look alike. 3 generations of hammering, and then she comes along. Guess souls are strange like that.
Ooh. Yeah.
I knew you'd be back.
Fair enough, we had met her. Because I've already got the fire, this is better. Sorry, this has got a hood on, it's really annoying my neck. I want a version of this. About the hood.
Don't go starting trouble.
So,
Yo!
you're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Donshore? Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
Interesting. Let's see how this plays out.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be? Hiding behind stone walls all your life.
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
It's a limbo term for an idiot or jackass to use in a friendly manner among colleagues. See, it sounds like Nimrod, and we know that Nimrod was a hunter. I love the etymology of Nimrod because it's just Bugs Bunny that changed it. I think it's an amazing way of like, oh, that just means idiot, doesn't it? It's like, no, only to Bugs Bunny. He's being sarcastic because he's calling him a shit hunter. Oh, you're just like Nimrod, the guy's the most famous hunter. But I don't know if this has got an etymology attached to it or not.
You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
Vulgar. Okay, well. You know, Marius, do you think we should step in?
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway.
Your friend looks like he has this well under control.
I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramp should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
I've only ever heard of Widow's Kiss being used as an injected venom. Drinking it should be safe as water.
You know your stuff, but I doubt they do.
Envoy, you see? Will you stand by and allow this maniac to poison a fellow subject of the Emperor?
You'll survive as long as you run away. Now.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods. You.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Sit down. What do you want?
I'm interested in what you know.
If you want information, I've got it. Just a matter of what you'll pay for it.
5 copper pieces? Can you tell me for this?
Some Svef user told me he had a vision out by the eastern ruins. Not sure what that's worth to you.
What else can you tell me?
It's getting more expensive to bring produce in from Fjord. Whatever's going on, that doesn't bode well.
Anything else?
There's a rumor about a valuable Pargroon stash north of here. You didn't hear that from me, though.
Anything else?
I hear there's trouble out in Thirdborn. They're blocking the roads off, and they won't tell anybody why.
Anything else?
The locals are worried about the Steel Garrote coming into town. Whatever Wodica wants, she's bound to find it.
That I'm not going to remember any of that, so. Ooh, sounds great. I have no money left. I want to start selling some stuff.
tell us something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person.
What has happened? Widow's Kiss is only harmful if it's injected.
You know your poisons. It was a test. That guy's such a nim dude, he thought he was doomed. And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink. Gods, the taverns in Adir must be rough.
I need to find some assassins, and Kai tells me you're the best one for the job.
I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them.
Wouldn't they have cleaned the area since then?
The assassins wouldn't go near that place anytime soon. And you don't have to worry much about people cleaning up in this town. We'll figure this out at Makul. Don't you worry.
New companion! Known as the best hunter in the wilderness, guide of the living lands. Marius lived all over the living lands, but there's no place he truly calls home. Marius uses ancient Paragon stealth and survival techniques to gain the advantage over his foes, trapping them in gripping vines or disappearing from sight to ambush them in the living silent attack. His senses are tuned to detect threats and objects scattered across the living lands. He's got blinding roots and hunter sense. Ooh. Cool. Like I can only have 2 companions. And it's reminded me that E is the button I need to press. Might want to write that down, John. Alright, 1 second. Don't know what that means. Right. E for avowed actions. Okay. So I might want to start doing some outside stuff. Ooh. Now that I've got more people. Let's teleport here. I'll tell you what, I'll be right back. Right. Oh, there's a snail here.
Good day.
Good day. Apparently there's something over there. Let's go there. Is it just?
Why people choose to live in a place like this, we'll never know.
Many did. Paradise doesn't have room for all of the Adiran
Ever wish
new
you could move
arrivals.
back into Paradise?
Of course. Nothing out here. Lions and wolves.
You take that back. There's some good people here.
Yeah, all getting robbed by the liars and thieves.
Little shits! Flying rats! What else are you gonna take? Stay back! They might circle around. I don't want you to get hurt.
You sound a bit like Roberto from Futurama. Easy, they're just girls. What did they take?
They've got my crew swollen nets. The one treasure I had in this world, but no. I can't even keep that. I've climbed rigging for years. It's not like I can't fetch them myself, but... what if the birds knock me off?
Solonette, what would that look like?
They're medallions, small, nothing valuable. Sailors in my, alliance. Make them to identify themselves.
few medallions should be no problem. I can track him down.
You're that envoy, aren't you? The one who was, killed in the street. Yeah. I guess you've dealt with worse. I start looking in high places around the shantytown. I don't know why they line their nests with them, but I bet that's where they are.
Would it even make a difference if I said don't do it?
Hope you're limber and light on your feet. Oh, and don't mind getting pecked.
Nice and quiet here. Take a moment to breathe.
I'm still in your fish. That's nice. No, I don't want that. Yeah. Not the way to go, is it? I think it switched to the one. It was probably always that one. What the fuck do I got there?
Cheap wares for cheap folks. I've seen you before, haven't I? Or maybe heard someone talking about you? Welcome to my store. If I haven't got it, it can't be got.
Did you hear? You said you heard what?
The envoy from Adir, perhaps? There's a buzz anytime someone from the Empire arrives on these shores. You'll get no trouble from me, though the Adirans tend to do their shopping within the walls for whatever reason.
Probably don't need that many branches though. Need lockpick.
No one tops my prices, guaranteed.
Don't worry, this place is sturdier than it looks.
I found this quest at least.
Hello? Please, we don't want any trouble.
Who is that, Lovely? I hear unfamiliar footsteps, love.
Visitors, dearest. No one we know. Sorry for that. My husband's recently lost his sight. He's easily confused. Can I help you with something?
Do you know a woman named Ramai? She asked me to help you.
Oh, Ramay! Yes,
Ramay, sorry.
Of course we know her.
They said you were looking to leave Paradise for a thirdborn.
Oh, Ramay! Ah, good soul on that woman. We went through some hard times together.
That we did, dearest. Did Ramay tell you we have enemies back in Adir?
It's true. Only a matter of time before their friends spot us in the city.
We don't want any trouble. Just to live our lives in peace. So, it's time to move on. Only it's not so easy as just walking out the door.
Right, what do you need?
First off, we need herbs.
Andra's kiss, the apothecary said. I should be able to get these eyes back in shape.
Only the apothecary didn't have any. Said it grows by the Eastern Gorge.
Oh, I've already got some.
The massive skeleton of some beast. Dangerous place.
Happen to have some on me.
Oh, well, that makes it easy. Ah, Thank you kindly. If it's not too much to ask, we also need to get our land deeds for Thirdborn. We bought them through an Almaua broker in the city, but we haven't been able to get them.
Funny you should say that. I don't have the deed with me.
Oh, it's a miracle, love.
That it is. Thank you again. We can't thank you enough. There is one thing more, though.
Oh, yes. That.
What is it?
The smugglers who are taking us out of here, they're beached north of the sea stacks, away from where the Adirans are looking.
Do you need an escort?
No, it's not that. The problem is that these smugglers found out we're Adiran.
No, don't like us much.
And they've doubled their price. We had barely enough for the journey before.
See, you need me to talk to them.
Yes. I'm afraid we can't pay what they're asking.
And if they knew what we were wanted for, they'd probably charge us triple.
Bloodwine!
Oh, I mean... Oh, shit.
Wanted? Of course you are.
Yes. We're not proud of our past.
Bad talking.
There's no easy way to say this.
We killed 2 people.
What? Why? I'll remain silent.
It was a land dispute. Things got out of hand. There was a fight.
Ha! More than one?
But in the last one, they came at us with knives.
And we were the ones who walked away.
Ran away. Across the ocean.
If everyone in the living lands had to answer for the mistakes of their past, this island would be as empty as the godless left it.
Not everyone sees it that way. And now we spend our days praying to Scan that Captain Alfear of the Steel Garrote doesn't find us.
I understand. I'll come back when I've worked things out with the smugglers.
Thank you, Envoy.
I wish more of your officials were as understanding. They'd certainly find a warmer welcome.
I'm checking your health potion though. Oh no! I hear the gulls. Alright, just pleasantly surprised.
I bring my flute up here sometimes. It's nice and quiet at night.
Well, you like birds. Spider leg. Too high. Oh. Parkour. How did they get to the top again? Okay, I have to look out for that sound. Or listen out, I suppose. Pistols require only one hand to shoot bullets perfectly straight at medium range, dealing moderately high damage. How did I get up high? I was on the rooftops.
Supplies you need for price.
No, that's just out the Shantytown.
Cheap wares for cheap folks.
Has to be around here somewhere.
Oh, I got it. See where he is.
No one tops my prices, guaranteed.
Dang it. Haha, you fools! You left your trout pie just where I could steal it. Ooh. I don't want rotten food.
Any luck with the search?
I think I got all of them.
Well, not the gods. Thank you. Let me see them.
Here, put them somewhere safe this time.
Don't worry, I will. In fact, you can have mine. It's enchanted. Might be some kind of luck for you.
You do that? Thank you. Need all the luck I can get.
Don't mention it. Just one more thing. All this time, I've been sure this was Helia's doing, but maybe it's just superstition. Do you really think the gods curse us over past mistakes?
I always assume the gods have bigger things to worry about.
They do, don't they? You know, it's kind of a relief to think that we're beneath their notice. How'd I ever end up here? The Living Lands was supposed to be about fresh starts and new adventures, but just look at this dump. Thanks for the swollen nets, and for taking a weight off my shoulders.
Poison damage. Currency on looting coins. I'll take that.
Supplies you need for fright.
Town looks nice from out here.
Looks better inside.
Dream all you want. We're dock folk. Made to live outside those walls.
Maybe you are. I'll write you.
Ugh. Did this place always smell like sweat?
Let's give it a go.
Trust is going to get them killed.
All gotta die somewhere.
Who's there?
Each item in each enemy has a quality tier that indicates the effectiveness of combat. Common, fine, exceptional, superb, and legendary. Enemies of higher quality tier display a skull. This armor can be upgraded 3 times with the base quality tier. After that, they also get upgraded across quality tiers with use of additional resources. Magic can be found in areas of high challenge. Breakdown. Okay, cool.
You. Stop. Get him. You lost ground. Let's look up. Within raw. Heal yourself.
might be a bit above my skill grade, but I'll try one more time just in case.
Let's show them. Hold on. Heal yourself. E07.
I'll leave that. Drink that quicker, John. That parkour took longer than I thought it did. Okay, also... Not that.
Don't mind me, just doing my job.
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day indeed. Well, I'll be chomped by a Zarep queen. You're that godlike from the docks.
I am.
I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom, interesting strangers just falling out of the sky.
Interesting strangers, eh? Have you seen a crew of dwarven smugglers by chance?
As a matter of fact, I have. Indeed, a young dwarf and his crew stopped by. Seemed agitated, like they were afraid of someone.
It seems odd that they would come to a scholar for help.
They were asking all sorts of people. Seems like I was the only one willing to really speak to them. They were asking where they could find luminous Ardra, of all things. Can't imagine what they'd needed it for. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough.
So we're outside the Deadfire. I've only seen it once or twice.
Well, well, you've done your reading. You're exactly right. Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous Ardra to the island of Castel's Folly. It's possible there's some still there.
Assume the experiment went poorly.
Oh, I'm afraid not. No, those people were never seen again. That's why I think their Ardra might still be there. Question, why are you looking for those sailors? Did the Valian captain send you?
We're after the luminous Ardra, not the smugglers.
Then you're either as desperate or as hard-headed as they are. The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Ardra that probably isn't there. I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castel's Folly, so I wish you luck.
It could be my folly as well. I'm a big fan of naming places Folly. They don't do it enough modern day. Happens in fucking books all the time though.
Being in paradise. The answer I've found is no.
So I know it's just paradise, with like a letter missing, but it sounded like he said parodies. He did, because now that I say it out loud, it's in, oh, that's a parody. They're parodies. We want to get to the top.
Now, why would I want to leave a mark right by that pile of crates?
With any luck, your assassin will be as bad at hiding their tracks as they were at making sure you stay dead.
Maybe we just needed to get to the other side of the door. I'm sorry, spiders.
You, wouldn't think behind the embassy spiders. But here you go.
Just like the good old days.
Ah. I think what this game is good at, and maybe it's just how I estimate, is like you're slightly better at jumping than it feels like you should be. So all those little jumps I do are always like a bit exciting though. It's like, oh, well, not that one. That's too far. And it's not too far. Blackwing gloves.
Envoy, I've got something.
Flask of poison. The flask is empty, but it reeks of swamp water and rancid berries.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
The assassin was ready for me. I wonder what this tells us.
It tells us they were hunting you. Whoever did this takes pride in their work, and they made sure this stuff would kill you. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
We've been there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
You know what? I'm gonna go outside for a bit. I think. What's this? The smugglers. We have options. We